Hey, welcome. This is the next video in the palming series. In the other videos, I talked about how you can overcome your fear of palming, and also the first video is how you can master palming for any type of palm that you're trying to do, whether it's cards or coins. And in this video, I want to specifically dive into mastering the classic palm with a coin, and I'm going to talk to you and teach you how you can really level up on the classic palm, and how you can really get good at classic palming, and what you actually need to know in order to be able to use classic palming to do some really good coin tricks. So first things first, I'm not going to really teach how to do a classic palm in this video. I'm sure you can find other resources for that. Just briefly, you're going to have the coin right there in your hand, in your palm, and then at first you're probably going to want to have to press it in there and really push in so that you can grab it. Over time you'll get better. I'll show you where you don't have to push it anymore. So what you want to do at first is you want to, let me lower the camera here. So you're going to want to, like I said, you're probably going to have to push the coin in. It's actually a little bit harder for me now to do it like that, since I'm not used to doing that. But you're going to push the coin in, and then you want to walk around with it, and you want to have it in classic palm, and you want to develop those muscles and really just be able to hold the classic palm. Okay, that's going to be the strategy that you're going to want to master at first. So you want to get to the point where you can just hold the coin in classic palm like that, and where you can kind of freely move around and your hand looks slightly natural. And then you want to get to the point next, the next progression is you want to be able to move your fingers like that as much as possible while you're holding the coin in classic palm, and have it stay in classic palm. Now, once you've mastered, that's stage 2, once you've mastered that, the next progression is you're going to want to be able to start getting the coin into classic palm without having to press it in there like that, because that's not really useful in magic tricks unless you're starting out the trick like that. So what you want to do for your next progression is you want to be able to get the coin into classic palm using just your fingers. And so the way that works is you're going to balance the coin on the end of your 2 middle fingers. And this may be different based on the size of your hands. This is just what works for me. And you're just going to have to probably play around with it and figure out exactly where it goes. For me, it's just a feel now. And then you're going to want to just push those fingers into palm, and then just be able to go into palm like that and hold the coin. So essentially, you want to be able to just go like that and palm the coin. And you're probably going to be fairly slow at that at first. So over time, you're going to develop speed as you practice that more and more. And then the next progression after that is you want to be able to drop the coin out of classic palm into your fingers. Basically, you're just going to reverse what you just did. Where before you learned how to put the coin in, now you want to learn how to take the coin out. And that's actually pretty easy. You can also work on, if that's difficult, just releasing the coin, where you're holding the coin in classic palm, and then you just let a little bit of pressure go and have the coin drop. So that might help you get to the point where you can do that a little bit easier. But anyway, the good thing is once you can do both of these moves, you can just sit there and go back and forth. I'm kind of doing this at a weird angle, but you can just sit there and go back and forth as quickly as possible. And I apologize, the kids have shoes on the ground and I should have picked those up. before I recorded, but I didn't realize I was going to be doing a lower camera angle here. So just try to ignore these shoes back here. I'm just going to roll with it. All right, so once you can master that, it's cool. You can do kind of like classic palm vanishes like that. I've seen some guys even almost like throw the coin like that, right? And then you should also be at the point now where you can really move your hands freely. See, because we practice just moving our fingers and keeping it in classic palm. So like now you can just, it looks natural. It looks like that hand is empty because you're just naturally moving the fingers. And I also want to give you a tip. The thumb tends to be a problem for some people. Don't let the thumb flail out. I know, I don't know if I did this at first, but I've heard this before. I think David Roth talks about this. Like, you really want to watch this thumb when you're doing this right here, because the tendency is for like people to stick their thumb out when they go to palm. So you want to really work on keeping that thumb in there, right? Otherwise, it's like kind of like a telltale sign that you're doing like the hitchhiker thing, that like something's happening. But the great thing is once you master this, so cool because you can get into palm so easy. You can get it out of palm so easy. So this will make your classic palm way more versatile. And as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, kind of the next stage after that is you want to work on holding objects and actually manipulating objects. This is something I need to work on. I don't have a pen with me, but you want to try to hold things into classic palm. So I can kind of do that. And I'm sorry, you want to hold objects while you're classic palming and let it be natural. So like twirling a pen or holding a pen or writing is one thing. I don't know, maybe even driving, but don't do that if that's dangerous. I don't know if I can recommend driving while you palm. Just think of your safety first, right? But maybe while you're cooking or eating, just think of ways that you can palm. All right, and that's about all I can think of for the classic palm progressions. This is kind of related. If you want to take it a step further, you can begin trying to work on the muscle pass, which is kind of like palming, and then you try to kind of shoot the coin up. My muscle pass is not great. But that would probably be the very next progression, I would say, after you've kind of mastered these palming techniques that I've just shown you. All right, guys, so I hope that was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up and a comment and let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some more videos that are really going to help you out with your magic. So thanks for watching.